The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission in Nigeria, Ibrahim Magu, believes that fighting corruption will help the country regain the needed credibility for investors to troop into the country. The EFCC chairman made the comments in Kaduna after meeting with members of the National Union of Textile, Garments and Tailoring Workers in the country.
If there is any single factor or entity or index you need in fighting corruption, it's the political goodwill and the environment. Now we have the perfect political goodwill. The vice president and the president, they are not joking. You can see them in their blood. And other members of the government. So that is all you need to move forward. You need that support. And we have the support. So what we need is the support of every other person to join in the fight of corruption. Together we'll deal with corruption. Together we'll kill corruption. I assure you that.
Over in Zimbabwe, the government has made good its threat to fine anyone responsible for selling flags illegally in the country. A Chinese businessman has become its first victim. He was found to be selling a total of 314 flags, and that's the amount the government seized. Last month, the government warned anyone who imported, manufactured or sold the national flag without official permission or burned it or mutilated it risked prosecution. That warning came after a protest movement began using flags in demonstrations to demand an end to President Robert Mugabe's 36-year rule. The movement first began on social media using the hashtag #ThisFlag and called on Zimbabweans to re-own their flag and to force politicians to answer questions on their lack of accountability and corrupt ways without fear. Senegal's President Macky Sall officially opened Enegy 2, a new 20-megawatt solar power plant in Bokol on the border with Mauritania. It follows Senegal's COP21 commitment to cut greenhouse gases. It is one of at least 2 solar power plant projects in a country where residents and businesses suffer regular power cuts and high energy prices.
Senegal officially launched a new 20-megawatt solar power plant at the weekend in Boko, a town in the country's north. The project followed through on a COP21 commitment by Senegal's President Macky Sall to cut greenhouse gases. The 20-megawatt installation, known as Enegy 2, is part of a 2 solar power plant project and is set to provide electricity to around 160,000 people, and will feed into a network managed by the national electricity company Senelec. Greenwich, a Paris-based investment company focused on renewable energy in sub-Saharan Africa, developed and built the $28 million project. In his address at the launch, Sall said it was important to lower electricity prices and urged Senelec to think about the possibility of reducing electrical costs as early as January 2017.
From here in Bokol, I call on all partners who want to support us in the development of alternative energy. The best support you can give us in this area is to directly support the projects underway or those to come through grants that will make production costs even more competitive.
Greenwich CEO Charlotte Obi Kalajan said energy diversification was vital as raw materials become more and more volatile, adding that with the price of petrol decreasing, solar energy prices will be more competitive in the long term.
Every country needs to diversify its energy sources. In Senegal, solar power has its place. The amount of sunshine here is about 40 degrees right now and is double compared to what solar farm of the same capacity in England or in northern France would produce, and allows us to produce electricity at a competitive price.
Businesses such as international Italian frozen yogurt franchise Yogurdalia hope solar energy can ease the electricity challenges they face.
Electricity is vital. We cannot work without it. It's a must. And for a country to grow, evolve and build itself, it needs stable electricity.
Senegal is hoping to become an example for renewable energy in West Africa, a region that still lags behind in its development and use of the technology. Investors in renewable energy say that they want dependable cash flows. But in many African countries, weak legal frameworks, unclear land rights and poor transmission infrastructure make this hard to guarantee.